Good morning, my DIY enthusiast friends. I hope you're all well. Today we're talking nozzles. That's right, nozzles. Nozzles, but specifically Kia Picanto nozzles. On the Kia Picanto, the nozzles stop working, and no one knows why. I'm talking to you today from the roof of a 2009 Kia Picanto in Canary Yellow. The car behind me is my £200 Citroen C2, which cost about £500 in parts to make roadworthy, but that's another story. The nozzle I'm going to be talking about today and working on is that nozzle. It's the rear windscreen nozzle, and it stopped working. What I found during a little bit of diagnostic work was that if I unplugged this connector here, water comes out of this pipe, but it doesn't go through this pipe and out of the nozzle. So, as most of you would have done too, I got a small pin or paper clip and tried to clear the nozzle. There was nothing in the way. What I have concluded is that the nozzle has a one-way valve in it to stop the water going back down the pipe and into the reservoir, so that every time you use it, you don't have to fill the pipe with water, so it doesn't push it all uphill before it then comes out. It's already there because of the one-way valve, and I think it's the one-way valve that has stopped working. Now, as luck would have it, you can buy new nozzles. And hopefully you can get the part number off that, should you need it. This one was on eBay. It was under £10, UK pounds that is, and as my daughter, who's a student, correctly pointed out, when you look at it in its packet, it looks like a sperm cell. A little bit of insider information from the mind of a teenager. Right, so what I need to do is work out how to get this and the nozzle out of the car so I can replace it. What I can see on the new nozzle is that there are... Oh, hello. Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Cup of tea. I'm doing a video of your nozzle replacement.
Yes, I gathered that.
Excellent. I can edit you out if you like.
Don't care.
You don't get jolly good. Thank you for that. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. That's what you get.
Hotter in that mug.
Lovely. Yes, it's a thick mug.
Yeah.
Thick
and
mug.
It's got a smaller aperture.
Lovely. Thank you. Top tip for keeping tea warm outdoors. Use a mug with a thick wall. There you go. If you're not English, this will be very bizarre. Sorry, there are other parts of the UK. If you're not from the UK, and we're great tea drinkers, this might seem a bit weird, but there we go. So on this, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by a delicious cup of tea, on this sperm-like product, there's two clips either side that allow it to go into the... Oh, why don't I just take it out? I can take it out. Hang on. Bear with. Right. Bag. Rip. Clips either side. And this is a... It's going to be going through a rectangular hole, so it's quite narrow that way, quite wide that way, and there are two clips that push in there. So theoretically, the old one should pull out as long as it's not too far behind the clips. Now, what I could do is I unplug this here. Ooh. That just pulled out. That was easy. That's when that happens. Does that mean I can get to the back of it? Okay. No, because it's really far forward. Actually, let's see how close it is. Oh look, it's right under that. Curiously, it's right under this light. So, next question, can I get this light cover off? Because I might find there's a hole that helps me get to Don't you love finding things out? This thing has two round old fittings, so it just pushes up. So if you just push it down when the boot's open, it will come off the light fitting. And if I look in there, look in there, what you see is a hole. I've got two bolts here and a hole through here to get to the nozzle. Now, I may be able to, without, it might be simpler to take this off, but I'm going to just try and see if I can get a screwdriver. It'll be quite difficult to show you this, but I'm going to push a screwdriver in very carefully against the side of the side clip of the nozzle, just ease it out, and I think, yes, I can now see the edge of the nozzle has come up. So if I do the same over here, into there, trying very carefully not to touch the paintwork, and I'm using a screwdriver with a plastic edge, an electrical screwdriver, and I've done the same, and you can probably see, yes, look, it's popping up. There, look at that. Now, it won't come out because it's still got that on it. I think it will now. There we go. Isn't this exciting? Right. Okay. That is a nozzle connector, which isn't in the new one. Who'd have thought nozzles would be so interesting? I must say that I have entered a whole new world of excitement. Nozzle connector, there you go. That connector, it's actually a pipe connector, but it's going on my nozzle. Not serious face. Oh God, help me. But I'll push on the nozzle. This job is going to take twice as long as it should. Just because it's funny. Oh, it's cold today as well. Trying to get the tube over the nipple at the end of the nozzle connector. Right, now that can go in there. Oh, it hasn't come out now. I'm going to look inside while I push this through, and hopefully I can get it. You can see it coming through there. I don't know quite how this is going to work, because what I've now got is this out through this hole. It's not going to help me get it down there. Well, maybe it will. Let's see if I can push it down. Oh, crikey. It'd be nice if I can just feed it down and it come out that bottom hole. So let's see if I can do that. Oh, there. This is so much easier than working on a BMW. It just all happens. It's like working on that Citroen over there. It's dead easy. This should now push down here. Make sure it's the right way up, so that it squirts out to the bottom. Always best when things squirt out the bottom. This now comes out here. I need to put this onto here. This clip is just a simple four-sided clip, and it just clips. like clips do. It's very clippy. It's a clippy clip. Sorry, bear with. It's very challenging doing one-handed clipping. There's nothing. Put this on. You stay here. While I get this clip on, that's better. Right, okay. So I've got the clip over the tube. Come back up here. I'll push this into here. That's rather good. And I can then push this pipe into that pipe, which really is another two-handed job. But it's going on now. That's very, very loose, isn't it? Hopefully that'll stay on there. I do have a nice selection of little clips, which I bought just for this particular type of job. If it were a problem with the pipe pushing off, which happens a lot in BMWs because they're not clipped at all, as this one isn't, you can put these little spring clips on and it holds them in place. Lots of different sizes in there, very cheap. Again, it was I think an eBay purchase. Right, enough advertising for eBay. That one now goes back on here. It's just going on and pushing up. God, isn't that easy? And then hopefully it works. But I could get my cup of tea out there. Very important, cup of tea. Look at that, biscuits too. What a great person my mum is. Terrific. Right, let me put you on there. I'm going to get in this car. I'm going to do... Okay. I can't do my real life now. Ah, okay, I just don't know how to work it. Right, okay, we can see it works. That's marvellous. What we can also see is that it hasn't leaked in here. So now all I've got to do is adjust it with a pin to make it squirt all over the window. Or, if it's actually, I may find, if I can get you to sit on here, it may actually squirt down enough anyway. It does. I think that's bloody brilliant. I hope you do too. Turning off the car. Oh, I think that's a success. So there you go. Nozzles. A story about successful replacement of nozzles on a Kia Picanto. Have a nice day, guys. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to watch any more surreal and very silly videos.